Hi, good morning. My name is Father Rayappa. Today I'm going to discuss about the mangoes, which is called the king of the fruits. Actually, I was browsing internet and I found this beautiful article written by Heather Timmons, uh, titled "In Myth and Literature, the Mango Remains King." In New York Times paper on June the 4th, 2012. So the excerpts I'm going to read, they are from this article written by Heather Timmons. It's a beautiful article. I simply fell in love with the article, so I thought of sharing this beautiful piece of literature with you. For centuries, writers in South Asia have been inspired by the fruit, flower, and leaf of the mango tree. Penning celebrations of mango season, dissections of mango commerce, and a whole genre of fiction dubbed sari and mango novels. Mangoes are objects of envy, love, rivalry, as well as a new status symbol for India's new rich. Jim Yardley writes in the New York Times on Tuesday, blame for one, the Vedic Cupid known as Kamadeva, that is the goddess of love, or Kama. Kama shoots flower-tipped arrows at gods and humans alike, inspiring lust, love, and the rainbow in between. One of his 5 arrows holds a mango blossom, said to be a particular potent missile. So mango flower has power to create the ambient of love. A description of this potency can be found in the 4th century Sanskrit dramatist Kalidasa's play Shakuntala. It's the greatest novel written by Mahakavi Kalidas, Shakuntala. So in Shakuntala, there is a small piece of dialogue discussing about the mango flowers and the mango season between the bees. There are 2 bees, but they are anthropomorphized. 2 bees in human form. They dialogue as follows. The bees are called the maid, the first maid and the second maid. The first maid asks, why, little bee, you know that the cuckoo goes crazy with delight when she sees the mango blossom. The second maid, the second bee, responds joyfully, oh, has the spring really come? The first maid, yes, little bee, and this is the time when you too buzz about in crazy joy. The second maid, hold me, dear, while I stand on tiptoe and offer this blossom to love the divine. The first maid responds, if I do, you must give me half the reward of the offering. Second maid responds, that goes without saying, dear. We two are one. She leans on her friend and takes the mango blossom. Oh, see, the mango blossom hasn't opened, but it has broken the sheath, so it is fragrant. She brings her hands together. I worship mighty love. O mango twig I give to love as arrows for his bow. Most sovereign of his arrows 5 strike maiden targets low. So this piece of literature from Shakuntala is strikingly beautiful on mango season and mango flowers and mango leaves and mango trees and everything. Such a beautifully Kalidasa has written. The mango finds a more exalted and frequent place in Hindu mythology that the apple does in Christianity, appearing as a knowledge giving object of desire for Ganesh and his brother Muruga, and a symbol of fertility among other things. Ganesha is the older brother and Muruga is a younger brother of Shiva and Parvati. That's a small little story, the mango story, the mango discussion, and at last Ganesh as a way to get around and get the blessings, the boons from his own father and mother. I'm going to YouTube about that story later. In most recent literature, the mango's appearance and use as a literary device has been a bit less divinely inspired. For you, Dr. Aziz tells Dr. Fielding in a passage to India, the famous movie, the famous book, E.M. Forster's 1924 classic, I shall arrange a lady with breast like mangoes. So the passage to India is a beautiful movie. If you didn't see it, please do. And the book was written in 1924 by E.M. Forster. So in that movie, this dialogue comes. I shall arrange a lady with breast like mangoes. Too often mangoes are associated with the sexual symbolism. The opening of Arundhati Roy's The God of Small Things, for which she won the Pulitzer Prize, is ripe with portent and with mangoes. Arundhati Roy writes as follows: May in Ayamanam is a hot, brooding month. The days are long and humid. The river shrinks and black crows gorge on bright mangoes in still, dust green trees. Red bananas ripen, jackfruits burst, desolate blue bottles hum vacuously in the fruity air. Then they stun themselves against clear window panes and die, fatly baffled by the sun. In Indian literature, mangoes tend to be luminescent orbs dangling in steamy air, glistening with sweetness, sex, and being itself, waiting to be plucked, caressed, birthed. Randy Boyagoda wrote last year in the New York Times, while reviewing Anita Desai's The Artist of Disappearance, Mrs. Desai's story collection benefited from being bereft of mangoes, he seems to imply in the review. I can only presume that the mango's shape, the fact that there is seed inside, and that consuming the mango requires activities like sucking, and contributed to eroticizing this fruit, said Deepanjana Paul, an editor and author in Mumbai, whose love for mangoes has been documented before in the pages of the New York Times. Interestingly, she added, it has been used to denote everything from breast to vagina to testicles. So, mango fruit and mango like a vegetable as raw, they are symbols of erotic things in nature. In 2010, the author Rana Dasgupta proclaimed the end of the sari and mango novel, saying Indian literature was branching out into darker, messier terrain. As literary evolution goes, he may very well be correct, but finding a fruit replacement for the mango isn't likely. Bananas may be widely grown and distributed in India, but their appeal as a literary metaphor is limited. Ditto the small prickly lychee. For literary inspiration, it seems the mango may be the true king of fruits. Thanks for New York Times and thanks for Mrs. Timmons, and enjoy the mango season. Goodbye.